Hey, good afternoon. It's Charles Folkart, January 28th, 2017. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And it's good to see some of my videos being mirrored elsewhere. And for those of you who have you've been responsible for that, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, I got something here I thought you might enjoy, and I'm hoping I can keep it down to just a couple of minutes. And we're going to watch this fuel jet try to put fuel in the jet below it. And I believe they're traveling, somewhere between 450 to 500 miles per hour. And that'll be important here in a minute. But I turned off the audio, so you're just going to watch. Now, this plane in the foreground is going to try to put that arm right on the top of that cockpit of the plane below it, and they're traveling at 400, maybe 450, 500 miles an hour. So let's have a look. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. It's at normal. I'm going to go to 1.25, and let's have a look. This is root beer, not beer. Oops, Houston, we got a problem. And there's really nothing more to watch. They never connect up. I watched that other one, and my friend Yogi Berra is so cool. He's so right. He's so, for just a everyday kind of a guy, he was pretty cool. He said that you can observe a lot just by watching. And I watched that other one again when I was doing the editing, and I remember I want to point out something. The planes don't get very close to each other. They've got this long arm, and this one is going to be a long hose, you'll see, and they don't want the two planes right next to each other. So let's have a look at this one. I know what they're going to say about the ISS. There's no atmosphere up there, so there's no wind, and it's pretty calm. And so the end of that hose just blew off of there. So that's fuel all spraying out of there all over the place. And you can see that didn't work out very well. One more here. I want to make sure we get the point across. Trying to do these maneuvers in midair is not an easy task. And I'm a pilot, and I haven't flown in quite a while. So, I haven't flown a jet or anything, but I got a pretty good idea what it would be like trying to maneuver your plane and have it work out just right so that hose is going right where it's supposed to go. This is not an easy maneuver here that they're doing. Oh, here's the one we already looked at. Let's watch it one more time. Think what would happen if that arm of that plane hit that window of that cockpit, or hit the cockpit the wrong way. And then I'm going to bring you to the ISS, and which is the whole point of this video. That didn't work. And the International Space Station, at least I didn't call it ISIS this time. It says here the International Space Station travels in orbit around the Earth at a speed of roughly 17,150 miles per hour. That's about 5 miles per second. and it orbits around the Earth, they say, every 92 minutes. Now, those two jets that we watched, they travel at about 450 to 500 miles an hour. And if my math is correct, the ISS is traveling 97% faster than those jets are. So that's important. Now let's go watch this. Okay, this is supposed to be the actornauts when they dock with the International Space Station. And you tell me if this looks real to you. I sped it up. It's at 125 speed. Oh, I want to tell you this. I will play it again. Well, I can probably talk and play it at the same time. I can walk and chew bubble gum. They said the first time the ISS, I keep wanting to say ISIS, first time the ISS went up was 1998. So how many times they go up there since 1998? How many years is that? 1998 is 2017. 2017 plus minus 1998. 19 years. They've been going up there for 19 years. And they've been doing this how many times a year? I don't know. I have to check it. And have you ever heard of an accident happening while they're trying to get hooked up to the ISS? I've never heard of an accident up there yet in 19 years. Never once. Now, does that look real to you? You know, we're being lied to like unbelievable how much these people are lying to us. People are going to say, well, it's easier up there. There's no air, and they're going to have 1,001 excuses why it's easier to dock a whatever you call those things, Soyuz, and they're going to explain it. This is supposed to be one of the Apollo craft that landed on the moon or went around the moon while the lunar lander went down, and there was supposed to be 3 men in here minimum. I think this is Apollo number 7. So I want to ask you a question, what you think about this. How did the men use the bathroom while they were in this? I mean, those are practical things that you never hear them say anything about. You're inside of this spacesuit and you got to take a leak. What do? Or worse, got 3 men in there and they got to use the restroom. And they're in there for several hours, if not for several days. People, the whole Apollo program, the moon landing and all that, the ISS, it doesn't pass the smell test. Thank you for watching. Embrace the love of the truth, and may the grace of God, our Creator, be with us all, for we certainly need it. See ya.
Christoph, let me ask you, why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
The Hague for Christoph. Hello.